Happy New Year, everyone. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Fanika. Today I am giving you the much awaited fibroid tumor update. I haven't done a video in a long time, but the girl is back. And today we're just going to chat about leaving my doctor and doing what I think is shrinking my fibroid tumors. So let's just get right on into it. Okay, so if you're new here, I found 3 fibroid tumors September 2020 and had them removed March 2021. And then I found them again, like the 3 were removed. I was fine for 2 years and they returned last year in January 2023. We found 3 more. That consultation with my doctor really pissed me off because she found 3 more. So a couple things happened. Let's just get right on into it. She found 3 more. She said, oh, well, nothing you can do. We can do this, but we can just leave them alone. And you really need to get on the birth control pills. Here are the birth control pills. Here are the birth control pills. And I said to her, I don't want to add any more hormones into my situation if my situation's, already has unbalanced hormones in it. And she said, well, we're made up of hormones. So I don't really understand people saying they don't want to add hormones in. Like, we're made up of hormones and they'll regulate themselves, like, da-da-da-da. Girl, I may have been born at night, but I wasn't born last night. So how are you going to sit up here and tell me that adding more hormones to the current hormones that are going wild is just fine? And it just felt to me like I'm a doctor. I know what's best, even if it doesn't make sense. And you need to get these scripts. That was the vibe. And historically, I felt like she had a poor bedside manner. I'm not going to name her name here. I feel like the doctors just don't care. I feel like they just feel like you need to go ahead and take the information I'm giving you as the only information, and you need to just do what I asked you to do. At the point of the appointment, I had already had my hormones tested by a group of other doctors in Hyde Park, and I'll put their information in the description box for you guys. But I had already had my hormones tested by them. I already knew I didn't have enough vitamin D, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna add vitamin D into my situation. If I need vitamin D and B12, I'll start taking those vitamins. I'll take my multivitamin, I'll take my iron, I'll do my usual shebang, And so, first of all, like, why would she tell me, like, you just get on birth control pills? It just felt like you're pushing your scripts on me, or you're just pushing birth control pills on me. No, thank you. Secondly, I just feel like the bedside manner was poor for me. It was just like, you didn't care. You come to my appointment with not really knowing my information, not knowing I had requested to get my fibroid tumors checked before. And then thirdly, y'all, charges me for 2 appointments at 1 appointment because I wanted to discuss my fibroid tumors. I'm pretty sure that's what she charged me for, because I was like, oh, I had my fibroid tumors checked and these results, da-da-da. I feel like she charged me twice for the same appointment, the same annual, to discuss that. Now, I was informed that that's normal behavior, but you came unprepared. I had to mention it to you. Like, what? Baby, when I tell you, I saw one of my other friends who had fibroid tumors, like a lot of them, and she still was able to have her baby like in her late 30s, early 40s. I said, give me your doctor information. And I went to her doctor, and her doctor discovered I only had 2 fibroid tumors. They were very, very small, like exponentially small, okay? Matter of fact, I need to figure out how small they were. Exponentially small, like so small, guys. She drew the uterus and showed me exactly where they are. She told me there was no problem with them. I told her that I think the vitamin D that I've been taking on a consistent basis has really helped shrink them. None of the doctors, not one of these doctors, have said to me, we think that could be true. Now, there have been findings that vitamin D is helpful in shrinking fibroid tumors. Of course, there are findings. I did the research. That's how I found out. Somebody did some research. That's how I found out, So, and I'll link the article that I found the information from. If I can find it, it'll be linked in the description box for you guys. But none of the doctors think that's true. But I really think the vitamin D that I was taking had the biggest effect, because my vitamin D level went up and my fibroid tumors, like one was completely gone, and I think it was the smallest one I had was completely gone. And now we only have 2. So this information was given to me, I think June, July last year, June, July 2023. And It is currently January 2024. So I'm making this video because I am going to go back to the doctor, my new doctor, who has a great bedside manner, who is patient, who is kind, okay? Who I like, okay? I'm going to go back to her and I'm gonna take you guys with me. But let's just get into what lifestyle changes I've made over the last year that I think really had an effect on me. I take a lot of vitamins, okay? My vitamin game is strong. I take a vitamin D drop. I take a turmeric, a Love Wellness turmeric specifically. I take iron. I take a vitamin. The iron and the multivitamin are both liquid. I'll link everything below, but I've talked about it on TikTok. But I take a myriad of vitamins. So my vitamin game is strong. And if you take a B12, I just read recently, like if you take a B12, you should probably take iron, or if you take iron, you should take B12. I was always taking those together. So highly recommend. But that's my vitamin game. Now let's talk about my workouts. I had been working for the last 2 years, 2021 to 2023, on doing 4 times a week workouts, like Pilates. That's my thing. I love Pilates. I've been doing Pilates since I was 19 years old. It is one of the few workouts that I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be a nice workout because it's not lazy, but it's not super hyperactive. You know, it's not doing too much for me. And I feel it, okay? This year I have incorporated more cardio. So like 2 days of cardio and some butt, some glutes. My booty ain't giving. So she's doing glutes. Let's see how it goes. If I get a booty in 3 months, I'm gonna let y'all know. Like, this worked. This worked. Let me tell you all the exercises I did on my own by myself. But right now I'm doing consistently, like on a regular basis. You know, last week I only did Pilates 3 times. It was the beginning of the year. I was exhausted. I needed a break. So I only did it 3 times. But I do it 4 times a week. So Tuesday through Friday. And I'm a morning workout person, okay? In the afternoons are for relaxing, creating content, eating tacos, drinking. So, but that is my workout regimen. I also try to get to 10,000 steps a day. I try. I'm not doing the most when it comes to working out. I'm doing what I like and what I can enjoy and what's sustainable for me to do long term. So it took me maybe 9 months to get a 4-week Pilates habit. But then I was like, okay, let me just be consistent. So it's damn near taking me 2 years to really be like, I can get up, let me go to Pilates, let me go to Pilates, let me go to Pilates, let me go. Now I'm at a place where like, okay, let's incorporate more cardio because I want my heart to be better, and all these different things, okay? I'm also last year at the end of the year, I had been looking for it for like a year. I could not looking for it, but more so kind of just interested in the Aura ring, this bad boy. I've been interested in it. I think fitness rings are the next wave. I think fitness rings are next. They are the thing. Apple had some issue with their new watch coming out in America because of patent laws or something of that nature. And a lot of people I know right now are like, this big face watch is a bit much. The watch is too big. I personally like daintier jewelry. I like smaller jewelry. I don't do a lot of big jewelry on a consistent everyday basis. So for me, doing a big face watch would never make sense. I also don't really wear mini bracelets and watches, if any. So when I do wear one, it's gonna be fabulous. But the Apple Watch, it's not giving chic and simple and dainty and comfy for me. So fitness ring, I've been on the lookout for a fitness ring. I got the Aura. There are a ton on the market right now. There's Rincon, there's Evie, there's a bunch more than them, you know, a lot. There's a lot of them, okay? I got the Aura ring because it is the first in the market. And it's the one I know the most about. It like checks your temperature. It's not really great at activity tracking, okay? It's not really given on that one, but it tracks my steps, I think, quite well, because I really put the effort in to get to those 10,000 steps at times, and I get there. But I really like my Aura ring so far. I've had it for not a month, but maybe like 3 weeks. I don't know, maybe 3 weeks. maybe, yeah, 3 weeks, something like that. So I'm into it now. But there's a ton of other rings on the market. This is the most expensive ring on the market. That girl right there, my nail broke. That girl right there, most expensive on the market. Most expensive on the market, baby. Because not only do you buy the ring, you also have to pay a $6 a month fee to access all of your data. But the sleep data, the activity data, the temperature of your body data, like I love it. So this is my like fitness jam. Let's get into food. Now, you know I'm a food content creator. You know I have all kind of recipes all over the internet. Yeah, one of my recipes even went viral like a couple years ago. My cornbread dressing, the girls ate me to death. They killed me on IG, but over 800,000 people watched that video just on IG alone, and like 300,000 or something like that on TikTok. So it's, you know, a pretty dope video, and my sweet potato pie is really popular. However, that's not my regular eating. Okay, sweet potato pie, cornbread dressing, baby, southern cornbread dressing. That is Thanksgiving. That is Christmas. That's holiday food. That's Easter. You know what I'm saying? On a regular basis, I'm eating more vegetables and fruit. Like that's more consistent in my diet. I am never, ever been like, I'm gonna be like eating, you know, I'm gonna eat like only this diet, I'm going keto, I'm doing F factor, I'm doing, I have tried a little bit of everything, and I am creating like the sustainable eating habits for me. It's not like a one size fits all in my world and how I think. It's a test out a few things, see what works for you type of deal, you know? See what works for you. What's your jam? What's your thing? Like what's tea for you, babe? So that's kind of my eating habits. I eat everything I want to eat, but I don't eat a lot of processed foods. That is the biggest takeaway. I do not eat a lot of processed foods, okay? If I eat out, I live in Chicago. We're not going to McDonald's like that. Like we don't do that. This is Chicago. Like I'm eating, you know, I'm going out to Abba and Ema. If I'm ordering at a restaurant, I'm eating like fish. I'm ordering like their fish in a Brussels sprout or an asparagus. I'm still eating potatoes. I'm still eating mashed potatoes. I'm still eating bread. I'm eating bread. One thing about me, I'm gonna have a sourdough. I'm gonna have a French bread. Bring me the pita. Bring the lamb hummus. I'm gonna eat the pita. Like I'm still eating the things, but I do not eat a lot of processed foods. That's the highlight of the way I eat. And if you follow me on like Instagram or TikTok, you can see some of the meals I've eaten, and you'll see more of the meals I've eaten throughout the year. So go find me over there. But I'm telling you now, like I don't eat a lot of processed foods. That's the biggest one. I incorporate a green into every portion of my meal or a fruit. I would saute spinach. I will do some asparagus. I will eat, you know, veggies. Also, I try to get fiber into my diet. When I did F Factor many years ago, I realized the importance of fiber in your diet. So I add fiber to my food. Like I try to eat fiber every day. I do not count fiber, okay? But I try to eat fiber every day, and I try to include that in my meals. But I'm eating my meals. I'm talking so fast, I'm so sorry. But I'm eating, like today I had a sumo orange, I had a pear, I ate 2 pieces of what I believe is whole wheat bread, but I think they lied to me at the Whole Foods. I buy the bread that is like, they make it in the bakery. I buy like a loaf, maybe every week or every 2 weeks. And I have them cut it, and that's the bread I'll maybe eat at home with like soups, for toast for breakfast, etc. I love bread, I'm sorry. And whole wheat bread is the better of all the breads for you, because it has a higher fiber content, and it's whole wheat, not multigrain. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I had that. I had a few pieces of that bread. Like I love bread. I had Campbell's chicken noodle soup. I do love the Campbell's chicken noodle chunky soup in the can, but the chunky one, not the other one, not the original classic, like the chunky hearty 220 calories for the can. That's the one, okay? Or the low sodium. I'm a low sodium girl, but that's what I ate. That's the kind of processed food I'll have if I'm having something processed. I'll do like Simply Meals, They have like these little almond flour crackers that I eat hummus with. And then if I'm not making my own hummus, then I'll buy the Cedars organic hummus. And I like their onion, I like the red pepper. These are the processed things I'm eating, the things that are pre-made. But on a regular basis, like I made a whole steak today and I'm gonna cut that up and make a steak salad. I have salmon in the fridge. I'm gonna roast that in my air fryer. I'm gonna season it and roast it in my air fryer and put it with Brussels sprouts, and that'll be my meal. If I go out to eat, I love tacos. I go have me a steak taco because I like steak. A lot of people don't believe you should do the red meats. I think you can do red meats sparingly, if not because of fibroid tumors, but because of literally your arteries in your heart. You don't want to get that thing clogged, babe. So you know, you gotta kind of chill out on the red meats and porks and things. But I eat what I want, but I really factor in the fact that I want to have more vegetables and less processed, more fruit and less processed. And I'm buying organic fruits, but baby, the way the prices is set up, I'm eating fruit, okay? So I eat an apple. I don't really love them, but I'm a berry girl. They're high in fiber and I just prefer them, you know? Blueberries, blackberries, strawberries, raspberries, in that order, quite literally. Yeah, I know you're like, blueberry, blackberry. Yes, I'm sorry. I live for them, okay? They're good. But that's my eating habits. So that's really how I'm eating. I'm eating like a protein and a veggie. You know, I'm eating a meat and a veggie if I'm eating meat. If I'm not eating meat, I'm eating a baked potato. I know the girls think the carbs are the devil. I know y'all think the carbs are the devil. I'm sorry. I gotta have a potato. And if I'm not having a fried French fry, which is the love of my life, a fry. I haven't had a fry I didn't like, but I probably ate it. Definitely like, you know, I'm eating, I'm eating potatoes, okay? I'm roasting them in the air fryer. I'm baking baked potatoes. Like I live for a baked potato, but I don't put all that stuff on it. I just put like butter or ghee, because I prefer ghee because I'm lactose intolerant. I do not believe that you can't eat out. I just think you have to eat out at the right places that serve, you know, food that is like possibly not as processed as everything else out there. Like the way food is processed at McDonald's and the way they're processing food at like an EMA or an ABBA or RPM Italian is completely different. I'm pretty sure of it. I hope so. So those are the big differences, but I'll take you guys on like me eating out eventually and show you how I'm eating out, but like keeping my health in mind. I'm eating a lot more fish than I am red meat. I'm eating chicken more than I'm eating red meat, but fish more than I'm eating chicken, if that makes sense. I'm always eating more fish, more seafoods, more than I'm eating chicken. But I really like seafood. I love a branzino, you know, give me a Chilean sea bass, give me whitefish, you know, give me salmon. I'll take her. But something about the salmon just got me like, it's too many salmons out here that we're eating too much salmon for this to be like right. Some not right here. But that's just me. Hopefully that's just me being myself and extra. But yeah, so thank you so much for coming to my TED Talk. So in summary of what we've talked about today, speak up at your doctor, okay? If you feel like your doctor not acting right, get you a new doctor. Just like you hired, you know, the man to fix your car, the people to make your food, you hired your doctor too. So definitely get a new doctor. Feel free to get a second opinion. If your doctor says they don't want to treat you for something and you have a symptom, tell them, can you please notate that in the notes of my file? Yeah. And I bet you, I bet you they get to looking into it then. When it comes to working out, I think you should do what is sustainable for your lifestyle. Okay? What is sustainable for your life? What's sustainable for my life is I can do Pilates 4 times a week, and on Saturday and Sunday I can get in the gym and do my cardio. You know, get in there and do my cardio, do my glutes. Lord knows I need to do my glutes, honey. I want to look like I had a BBL, but not for real. Because I'm not paying for it. I'm not going. But I'm trying to, I'm trying to get the booty. I'm trying to get the cakes up, So, but do what you feel is comfortable for you in a workout setting. I don't want to be highly stressed. I don't want to be, Orange Theory in my life away 4 times a week. So that's why I'm doing Pilates, It just works for me. And the cardio is a nice add. And also like getting your 10,000 steps, getting the movement in your body, getting your body moving. This isn't just about fibroids for me. It's about like health long-term. I'm going to be 35 at the end of January. So for me, long-term, it's about my health. Yeah, and that's what matters most. I think health is wealth, baby. When it comes to food, enjoy food, but everything in moderation, and prioritize fruits and veggies. Veggies more than fruit. Let's start there. And let's start with maybe like berries more than and anything else, like berries. Grapes have a lot of carbs in them, but they're grapes. It's still fruit. If you decide to go grapes over M&Ms, baby, you won. Period. You're getting a pear in, getting your Anjou pear in over, a bag of Flamin' Hots. That's a win, okay? So just try to prioritize less processed foods. If your diet could be mostly and by diet, I hate the word diet, like your eating habits. If it could mostly be 70 to 80% fruits, veggies, and seafood, and maybe a little chicken, then I think you're on a good path, babe. And minimize the processed. I'm not saying you can't have Flamin' Hots. I'm just saying like maybe you have Flamin' Hots once a month. Maybe you had a salt and vinegar chips once a month. Maybe you switch out, those bomb barbecue chips. I think they're Jay's barbecue chips. Switch those out for like maybe my popcorn recipe with the steak seasoning. Like switch it out for that. But make more conscious habits around your food as well, because again, food makes up like 80% of your body. It made 80% of everything. Honestly, what are you consuming? Because food to me is medicine. So keep that in mind when you are like out here eating. Food is medicine. It's fueling your body. It's fueling your health long term. Food is medicine. It is literally the thing. So if you can eat as healthy as you can within your budget, then do that, babe. And less processed. That means less frozen food out of the Trader Joe's too, baby. I'm sorry to tell you. I looked on the back. Of the Trader Joe's, babe. It's a lot of soy and artificials. It tastes fire, but it ain't as healthy as you think. So really try to eat less processed and eat foods that are from the ground. And even those are like, oh girl, but still, that's a little bit better than straight out the factory door, There's a difference there, trust me. I mean, think about it. There's a difference in the way chicken nuggets from Chick-fil-A tastes versus chicken nuggets from McDonald's. Yeah, and I'm sure both are processed, but just differently. So keep that in mind. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned. I'll see you guys next Wednesday, because that's when you'll see me on Wednesdays. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this video. Hopefully this is helpful to you as you come on my journey. I will be showing up here more. If you have any ideas for more videos, things you want to see, put them in the comments. Please and please and please and please and please and please. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram and TikTok for kind of like your daily doses of me. See you guys soon. Bye.